Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I'm going to be getting into the patch updates for the day, but before I get into that, I am going to address the elephant in the room. Most people know what I'm talking about, and I am talking about cheating, exploitation, whatever you guys want to call it, that happened in the last Guild War 8. Now, Guild War 8 was a really interesting war. I would say that probably since the beginning of the wars, and I can't remember all of them, this was definitely the closest war that we've had. I think like the top, 8 or 9 guilds actually, maybe even the top 10, all had the chance of actually tying for rank 1. And that is because there wasn't a single player in the game that could get a 100% score on the stage 6 boss, meaning that no matter how strong the guild was, it would take 2 keys to kill the stage 6 boss, meaning that the highest score attainable in a day was 721 million. Also meaning that this war was all about not messing up. Now, there was also crashes to deal with, right? These things can't really be, you can't predict them, but this was a really interesting war, and I was really having a lot of fun with this war. In the second day of the war, I noticed that one of the guilds went from 711 million points on the first day to, I think, 1,460 something thousand on the second day. And I had noticed it, and I thought, that's super strange, because I'm almost positive that 721 million is the maximum amount of points you can get in a day, unless they have a player that can one-shot the stage 6 boss, right? Which, as far as I know, that is not the case. Even the strongest Japanese player in the world, I think, was only getting 94%. So, I'm here today to give you guys my opinion on this matter, right? I'm not an executioner. I'm not here to condemn people, although, it's not exactly, actually it's not at all in any way, would be my approach to going about guild war. Now, I do have a statement from the leader of this guild. The guild is Renegades, right? And I have a statement. I went to him and talked to him. Actually, we were in conversations for Renegades joining our alliance before this actually happened, in which case now it's been vetoed. Obviously, our alliance doesn't condone this kind of behavior in the game. I don't think it's good for the game. And personally, being a competitor for my entire life, guys, I don't see the value in doing it. But I will read his statement right here. Alright, so here it is. Fated here is the leader of Renegades. Let's see. Well, we discovered this last guild battle when a guildmate had to do all his runs at the last minute. I didn't think much of it at the time, as it gave us a cleared stage 2. Now, guys, I'm not exactly sure how this works. However, I am sure that if anyone wants to figure it out, you can figure it out. Another reason is that even if I was sure how this worked, I wouldn't be sharing it, because I do not think that exploiting bugs like this, right? And Applibot is equally at fault, in my opinion, because they need to take care of these things. But also, I think there's a kind of honor that comes with competing with other people in any medium, right? Whether it's boxing or video games or something like that. And, it is what it is. Some people choose to have it, and others choose to disregard it, right? I'm not here to judge which is right or wrong. I'm just here to live my life and to be a voice, right? So, like I said, I'm not an executioner, but I am a voice, and I will speak my opinion. Right, so let's go on to the second thing that Fated said. During this guild battle, during the last rotation, and I had a stroke of genius. I don't know if I would say that geniuses say that they have stroke of geniuses, maybe, and wanted to test if it would be possible to get a higher score than the predicted, he means 721 million. We tested it out this guild battle, and this is the results, right? I didn't hide it and was very upfront when someone on the unofficial Discord finally realized how we did it, but if you're not going out and declaring to everyone, right? Like, in my opinion, if you're being upfront, you declare it, right? Not wait until someone catches you and then say, oh yeah, that's what we were doing, right? And the first thing I think that Faded should have done is sent a email to Applibot. Now, I don't know if he's done it or not, but that's what I would have done. I didn't hide it and was very upfront when someone on the unofficial Discord finally realized how we did it. No hack or third-party applications were used. The information about the defeated bosses being revived the day after is well known by all. I don't know exactly what he means by this, but I think what he's trying to say is that whatever this little bug is well known by all. I will say that it's not well known by all. I had no idea about this. I think a lot of people have no idea how to do this. The only difference is that we managed our last attempts differently from the other guilds and exploited a bug that many people didn't know. And it was within the allowed time of attacks, okay? In my perspective, instead of pointing fingers, we should work towards a better solution for this. Well, being the leader of the guild that exploited the bug and used it to beat other guilds that are stronger than you, right? Then yeah, I would say it's pretty typical to say instead of pointing fingers, because they would obviously all be pointed straight at you, right? But I do think that like what he's saying here is true. For instance, right, like, you know, there's an exploit, now it's in the game, now it's well known. It could have been handled better, I agree. But it is what it is now, and now it's in Applibot's hands. And I also will say that it's in each and every one of your hands, guys. I do not think that, you know, and I'll just read the last right here. These were his suggestions for changing. For instance, make the guild battle one day only. I think that guild battle is, you know, a tough period, but I think one day would be definitely a little bit short, especially when it's the most alluring aspect of the game. Remove an hour before reset for tallying the score. I'm not exactly sure how that would affect it, just because I'm not exactly sure how this exploit works. Make an invincible boss like in other gacha games, a raid boss. So yeah, they could completely rework their entire mechanic. I don't know how Applibot is going to handle this. If I was Applibot, I would revoke the rank of the guild, right? And I would make a declarative statement to the players, and I would, you know, rapidly fix it, guys. Here's the problem. Like, you know, some people are going to say that it's a bug in the game and people found an exploit and that's clever, right? You know, but at the same time, I have to say it's exceptionally selfish, especially right now. Applibot and Ever Crisis is not in a strong situation right now, right? The thing that's keeping a lot of the players here is Guild War, right? And when that gets tarnished, right, especially for one team to take a digital number in a game, you know, it's just thinking about themselves. This does nothing for the community. This does not help the game be better. It doesn't make Guild War better. I wouldn't want to be, you know, competing with people and being like, oh yeah, since everyone else is using this exploit, let's use this exploit too. That does not sound fun to me. I want to have a real battle with someone, right? And, you know, not everyone is going to agree with my take on this, but to be frank, I honestly do not care. This is my opinion on the matter. I am voicing my opinion, you know, and if you guys don't like it, it is what it is. I will tell you guys that if you go in the comments and you try to convince me that you're right and I'm wrong, you're wasting your breath. I have always been stubborn as an ox, and this is my take, you know? It's like I could use exploits in rock climbing, right? So in rock climbing, people, you know, prove their salt, their worth, by typically recording themselves doing routes, right? So let's say I was on a route and I told my belayer, hey, so like on the crux, keep the rope tight so I can weight the rope 20% of my body weight to just help me a little bit with the crux. No one would be able to tell. You would never be able to see it in the video. It would just look like it was on a tight belay, you know, and I could get away with it. And I could go around saying I sent this great route, I did it, da-da-da-da-da, while secretly thinking, wow, I exploited the system. But am I really doing myself a credit here by doing this? By saying that I did something that in truth can't be done, right? Or not taking the time to actually just take more time and put more effort to actually do it fair on the same level as everyone else, right? So, you know, that's essentially my feeling on this, and I think that, you know, especially with the state of Applibot as it is right now, it's not a good time to be doing this. Although, right, like, it's hard to say, you know, like in Lord of the Rings, the elves rarely give advice because no one knows where what advice will go, right? So like even though this seems on the surface like it's a bad thing, you know, maybe it will lead to good things in the future now that it's out in the open. That's like, you know, that's I'm not here to say. I will say though that I wouldn't personally want to win like that, and I don't recognize their guild as rank 1 for this war. I don't. So, you know, in my opinion, I think it was Soldier and Free to Play, by the way, that tied for first. In my opinion, they are first. And yeah, that's my take on this, guys. You know, hate it or love it, I will always speak my mind. So that being said, I am going to get into the patch updates for the day, and hopefully Applibot will, you know, fix this glitch and we won't have to worry about this anymore. That's my feelings on this. Alright, so going into the stuff for the day. Wow, it does look like there's a lot of stuff for the day. We got almost a full page, right? It's going to be a little bit longer video since, you know, I felt like I needed to, like I said, address the elephant in the room. But let's just start here. Returning Crisis Dungeons coming soon. Alright, so we have Hanaja Hill, Sector 5, Cave of the Gi, and Hojo's Laboratory. So this would be good for players that missed any of these dungeons, and there should be a lot of blue crystals there, except for players that have all done all these dungeons before. So this would be interesting. They haven't done a Crisis Dungeon rerun like this in a while, so that would be pretty fun. Alright, what else do we have? Weapon Enhancement Rally event on now. Obtain exchangeable item rally medal that can be exchanged for luxurious items at the exchange every time you clear a quest. Exchangeable items that were collected in the quest can be exchanged for various items such as mithril ingot and mithril ore at the event exchange. Alright, perfect, because I couldn't beat the Crash 2 this time because I was short like 200 mithril ore, and I didn't want to use my stamina potions on it since the Bahamut co-op is coming out soon. By the way, what a bummer it was that I think only Yuffie could get off the Bahamut even at level 10 in the war. That's crazy. Event Battle Tower Singularity Reawakened. The Maelstrom Tower. Oh my god, I can't even say this name anymore. So it looks like they are going to be adding some more floors here. High difficulty quests added. Conquer the even more difficulty event quests and get luxurious rewards. Looks like we got blue crystals, mithril ingots, clear floor B30 to be presented with a title. Alright, also clear floor B35 to be presented with another title. It does look like Bahamut Alba and the, oh man, the Ahriman together in a match. That's a very interesting combination there. 1.5 year anniversary countdown campaign on now, and there is a Twitter video with some pretty cool stuff dropping. It's out right now if you guys want to go check it out, but I will be dropping a video, you know, taking a look at the Twitter video first thing in the morning in the place of my to pull or not to pull video, since we just have a rerun banner, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on that today. But here we go, 1.5 year anniversary countdown. Log in during the period and get stamina tonics times 77. I was almost to the point of getting through the stamina tonics in my gift box, and now they are going to be piling up again. Draw free, 10 draw, up to 80 draws for free. 1.5 year anniversary countdown. Clear missions to get memory voucher times 250 and various pieces times 3,000. Alright, fair enough. And log in during the period to get up to lottery box, 1.5 year anniversary countdown times 10. So it looks like we have those. Some blue crystals in there. Hopefully there's a lot of blue crystals in there. Summon memories boost campaign. During the period, memories obtained in summon quests are increased by 50%. So that's going to make it a lot easier to finish off Bahamut and any other summons that we have. So this is nice to have for sure. And it does look like there is a new pack or a new shop, and I'll take a look at that today, although my guess is that there's nothing in there that we have not seen before. There is a new one loop step up right here. Anniversary countdown step up draw on now. I'll take a look at this today, but I'm guessing that it's probably not great for most players. Then we have the reawakened Aerith and Yuffie limit break draw on now. I thought that there was a chance that they were going to rerun Monster Hunter. They might do that again in the future. I'm curious how long that this is going to last until March 18th, guys. I'm just going to tell you guys that even since I have pulled Yuffie, I have not used this weapon for her except as a sub-weapon. And Aerith's Rod is absolutely fantastic, but I would wait to see what we're getting up until March 18th. There's no reason to run and get this Bahamut Rod now. Wait until the end, wait what the anniversary has to offer, and then if you really want it, you can go and get it. It's obviously a spectacular weapon. It is very, 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 very good. Alright, so let's go down. And also you can get the missing score on there, which this is the 5th banner I think it's on. Which is a bummer because I can't get it. And then we have co-op Bahamut on now. So that'll be pretty fun, getting up to, I need to level this up, so I'll be doing that in the Discord. If you guys are looking to get some co-op runs for leveling up the Noble Memories, and you know, you want to join a community of Ever Crisis players, check out the description in this video and come join the Curseborn Discord. And yeah, it's pretty, actually it's super easy to get a group if you guys want to farm and basically take on this kind of stuff. Alright, regarding flawed specifications in Guild Battle and future difficulty level adjustments. We have confirmed that certain guild scores in Guild Battle 8 were higher than the expected maximum score due to a flaw in the specifications. The specifications is an interesting word. We have also received feedback regarding the existence of several guilds tied for first place in the same guild battle. In this announcement, we would like to explain the flawed specifications and our corresponding action policy, as well as future adjustments to guild battle difficulties. We have confirmed that in Guild Battle number 8, certain guilds have exceeded the expected maximum score. True. Regarding the maximum possible score, in Guild Battle number 8, top class players were able to complete stages 1 to 5 in a single attempt, and stage 2 and stage 6 in 2 attempts. Alright, repeating this process is assumed to be the inherently most efficient way to obtain a high score. The total score that can be attained in this way is 2,164,383. 2,164,383,000. However, we have found that certain guilds are reaching higher scores than the above, and after investigating, higher scores than expected are achievable under the following circumstances. Challenge the guild battle before 6 p.m. PST before the boss revives. Challenge the guild battle before 6 p.m. PST before the boss revives. Oh, right before the reset. Okay. So that's why, because I'm on Eastern. In the Step 1 battle, Stage 1, defeat the target boss after 6 p.m. So go in before the reset and make sure that you beat it after the reset. Step 2 causes a flaw in the specification. This is not the right word, guys. Step 2 causes a flaw in the specification regarding the reset status of the boss, allowing the player to clear the high difficulty stage more times than expected, thus earning a higher total score. Okay, so they are aware. I figured because, you know, the biggest customers of Ever Crisis are most likely, and I would say 90%, probably in the top 10 guilds, right? So this behavior during guild battles across 6 p.m. PST resulted in an event in which players were able to obtain an even higher score than the expected maximum score. The management team does not wish to have certain players or guilds suspected of cheating as a result of this event, and we hope that the outcome will fairly reflect the efforts of all players. The management team does not wish to have certain players or guilds suspected of cheating as a result of this event, and we hope that the outcome will fairly reflect the efforts of all players. This is such a strange sentence because the second half of this sentence says that they don't want this to happen, but they don't wish to have certain players or guilds suspected of cheating, even though, you know, obviously it's incorporating a way to get more points than what is possible. Okay. As a response to this issue, we will uniformly adjust the scores of guilds that score higher than expected to 2,164,383, which I don't think is fair at all, because let's be real, if they didn't use that exploit with a opening day of 711 million, which was, you know, obviously was the day that they couldn't use it, and you times that by 3, that would be 2.1 times 2,133,000. So I think they're, well, I won't say. This adjustment will not unfairly lower the ranking of the guilds concerned. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause to our players, and we hope you will understand our policy in this matter. I mean, I can understand why they can do this because it's hard to say what score they would have gotten. Who's to say that 711 million was their maximum score on day 1? They could have more or less been capable of getting 721 million every single day. I won't say that they weren't. Renegade's obviously a strong guild. But yeah, it's hard to say. Either way, guys, it does look like now, yeah, let's read the regarding future actions, all right? We are considering making improvements by adjusting the system specifications to address the defects in the specifications that caused this issue, right? Further information regarding these components under consideration will be provided once the timing of their implementation has been decided. We kindly ask for players to avoid intentional use of this issue, obviously pointing out that this issue is not meant to be used. It's not part of the rules. It's not a part of the game, and exploiting it is not fair, right? If every single guild in the game understood how to do this, and every single guild in the game was doing this exploit, then that's a different story, but that's never going to happen. I'm never going to utilize this exploit, right? So if we confirm that a guild is receiving a higher score than expected due to this event, we may adjust the score earned by the guild in question. So essentially, it will be impossible to get higher than the maximum amount, but essentially they could just mess up and then use day 2 and day 3 in order to exploit the system to get more points and then have themselves reduced to a tie of first place, which I don't think players are going to take very kindly to. I certainly don't think that it's fair to all the other guilds, honestly. We have received feedback regarding the existence of several guilds tied for first place in Guild Battle number 8. In order to alleviate this issue, we will adjust the difficulty level in the next and subsequent guild battles so that all players can continue to enjoy these events. So basically what they're saying is that, you know, they're not going to have it so that, you know, all the top guilds can one-shot 1 through 5 and then 2-shot 6. They're going to make it much harder probably in the future. But still, that's not going to prevent people from cheating. But I guess there's nothing we can do about that, except for just hope that Applibot, you know, obviously they're going to fix this. I'm guessing they don't know how, but at least they've addressed it, right? Now, if only they would address the limited banners, which we just got a frickin' another one. As addressed above, this guild battle has caused some dissatisfaction among our players. As an apology, the following items will be distributed to all players. So all the players that didn't even know what was going on, they are freaking amped right now, guys. So congrats on the 1,000 blue crystals. All right, I guess we can thank Renegades for the 1,000 blue crystals, right, at the very least. All right, guys, let's see here. 1.5 year anniversary update details. Thanks to all your support, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis will be celebrating its 1.5 year anniversary on March 6th PST. To express our heartfelt gratitude to all you playing Ever Crisis, we have prepared plenty of exciting new content. 1 gear of your choice campaign, so that's going to be a costume of your choice. Ultimate weapon gift campaign, that's super cool. Oh, yes, this is what I was thinking of, an ultimate weapon gift campaign. Now, the question is Barrett's weapon going to be on there? That would be absolutely fucking awesome if Missing Score was on there, because literally, guys, I missed the score, and I really want it. A ton of enhancement material gift campaign, a ton, guys. 1.5 year anniversary draw ticket times 777 gift campaign. I hope that that is a 777 draw, as in at the same time. Like, the thought of doing this 77 times is, I mean, I'll take it, but I feel like it'd be really cool, like those lottery boxes in the events, to get 777 tickets and just see them going across. I don't even know how they would do that, since they're the spheres. And then we get a cloud exclusive weapon, Umbral Blade times 11, so a guaranteed OB10. So this is really cool, guys, and this will be covered in the video that I put out tomorrow morning. Log in to get 777 draws worth, 1.5-year anniversary, yada, 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 yada. Exchange for one set of gear released October 2024 or earlier. Oh, sweet. Red 13's pilot costume is in there. That's probably the one I'm going for, guys. In the same fashion as the first anniversary to celebrate, get one set of gear as your choice, yada, yada, yada. This sword looks super cool. Log in to receive high damage cloud exclusive weapon Umbral Blade times 11. So I'm guessing it might be something like the Nail Bat from Guild Weapon Medals. In order to make the early stages of the game easier to navigate, we'll be gifting the 5-star Umbral Blade. Okay, good. This is good because we asked them for something for newer players. A new Cloud exclusive weapon with exclusive high damage. 11 copies of the weapon will be gifted, allowing you to overboost to 10. This weapon has an ability that can deal additional damage to all enemies, similar to the command ability of Bahamut Greatsword, a Cloud exclusive weapon that gained popularity in the first anniversary. Of course, they released the banner for Bahamut Greatsword 2 weeks before they give us the free version of it. Please note that the command ability damage multiplier of Umbral Blade is lower than that of Bahamut Greatsword. Well, that makes sense. Log in to get Ultimate Medal times 100 as a gift. Exchange them for an ultimate weapon of your choice. That's a bummer. I thought this was going to be a special ultimate weapon gift. That's a super bummer. Log in to get weapon enhancement materials to enhance 15 weapons up to level 90. Alright, so I could definitely use some mithril ore. In celebration of the 1.5-year anniversary, we hope for this update to improve and create a more exciting experience for both longtime and new players, as well as those who have not played Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis for a long time. Given that new abilities and playable characters have been added since the first anniversary, as well as new ways to attack, we plan to offer even more exciting content for our players to enjoy. We are preparing to add new contents not only at the timing of anniversaries, but also on a regular basis, in order to ensure that both longtime and new players, as well as those who have not played the game, will not lose the means to play the game. We will ease the opportunity to obtain past limited edition weapons. Congratulations, guys. Your voices have been heard. From what I understand, I'm going to read this again. In order to ensure that both longtime and new players, as well as those who have not played Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis for a long time, will not lose the means to play the game, as in they don't want you guys to quit, right? We already knew that. We will ease the opportunity to obtain past limited edition weapons, which in my opinion likely means that they will be wish listable in the future, right? They are going to ease the opportunity to obtain past limited edition weapons. So hopefully, guys, this was a big thing that we were asking for, was the ability to, on a limit break banner, wishlist past limit break weapons. On crossover banners, the same perk. So hopefully, guys, this is a step in the right direction. Applibot has hopefully heard us. We'll have to see how this is implemented into the game. But like I said, guys, if we all band together and we tell them, what we want to have changed, it was a long shot, but it does look like it is working. So I'm happy to hear that. So kind of a bitter-sweet video at the same time. Also, Overspeed will be implemented as a new feature that will provide a new battle experience and a means of attack other than obtaining weapons from draws. In addition, in a similar fashion to the first anniversary, numerous items will be improved and modified. Interesting. Further details are below. New item, reawakened limit break draw ticket fragment. Okay, so it's being implemented right away. New item, reawakened limit break draw ticket fragment. In response to player feedback asking for the opportunity to obtain limit break weapons that have appeared in the past, and for those who are starting or resuming the game, we will create an opportunity to obtain past limit break weapons as a secondary item when performing draws. Does that mean wishlist? I don't know. I hope so. That sounds like it. In future draws with stamp cards and certain special draws, reawakened limit break draw ticket fragment times 1 will be available for each draw performed via the 10 draw button. Okay, so it's not a wish list, right? We're getting fragments. So future draws with stamp cards. Okay, so I think all draws have stamp cards, right? Except for step-ups. And certain special draws, Reawaken Limit Break Draw Ticket Fragment ×1 will be available for each draw performed via the 10 draw button. Okay, so it's kind of like getting Ultimate Weapon gems, right? Per pull. Reawaken Limit Break Draw Ticket Fragment ×10 can be exchanged for Reawaken Limit Break Ticket ×1. A Reawaken Limit Break Draw ticket can be used to perform one Reawakened Limit Break ticket draw. Oh my freaking god, they made it RNG. Oh god. We should have read all the fine print before celebrating, right? We'll be giving away Reawakened Limit Break Draw Ticket Fragment ×10 as a gift on the day of the 1.5 year anniversary. Use this chance to perform a Reawakened, oh my gosh, the names, guys, the names. Limit Break Draw Ticket Draw. The LB draw is planned to be available at all times. The odds, important question, right? It was just going through my mind. The odds of the Reawakened Limit Break draw will be updated once a certain period of time has passed after the introduction of a new Limit Break weapon. The planned odds for the first appearance of the Reawakened Limit Break draw will include the Limit Break weapons Stream Saber, Stream Slasher, Stream Guard, Protector's Blade, White Dog, and Tranquility. Thank God I can finally get my 2 physical water OB6 weapons to OB10, guys. Hopefully, depending on how hard this is. It depends, like, what is in this draw. Like, are there regular weapons in this draw too? Because then the chances of using this to get one, if it's just Limit Break draw weapons, then it's pretty cool. Although, you know, for a lot of people that have a lot of these maxed out and you're only missing one, it's going to be pretty slim odds. But guys, it is a step in the right direction. So we'll just have to see how it works when it's implemented into the game. All right. Limit Break weapons that appeared in the first anniversary in September 2024 and the SID exclusive Limit Break weapon that appeared in January 25 will be added around July 2025, taking into account that they have been reawakened or newly introduced. The update period and content are subject to change without notice. Okay, so let's see. So the first anniversary weapons in September 2024 and SID's weapon won't come until July. Okay, that's quite a while. So that's November, October, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. No, that can't be. Yeah, that's right. So 10 months after the first anniversary will they be available for us to get them, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't feel great about it, right? But at least we have something so far. We're going to have to move forward with this in the future and see how this goes. I think like a 6-month period would be long, but like I could understand it. But 10 months, like almost a full year, that's quite a while. Alright, so Battle Tower Singularity, Rampage of Ruin. We are pleased to introduce the new content, Battle Tower, not saying that again. Sweet. A total of blue crystal times 13,000 is available for clearing all of this content. In addition, a new item, Weapon Voucher Limit Break, will be available in an additional quest. Hell yes. This is a good thing. A Weapon Voucher Limit Break weapon. The new item, Weapon Voucher LB, can be exchanged for a selection of certain Limit Break weapons that have appeared in the past. Okay, that's cool. Quests for this content will be added gradually from March 6th, and a total of Blue Crystal 13,000 can be obtained by completing all the quests. That's fantastic because we should also get some extra quests for the anniversary throughout the month, so it should be a pretty good month. Like I said, guys, my thought on the, us sending in all those onslaught of emails to Applibot is that, we were going to start to see signs of them, taking note of it by the 1.5 year anniversary. It's a little more than I thought we were going to get, not going to lie, guys, but it just goes to show, right, that, if we do band together we have power, right? So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because I do really enjoy this game and love playing with you guys. Thank you to everyone that did send in an email. Thank you guys. I know that it was a long shot. I know that some of you guys that sent it in didn't believe in it, but to all of you guys that did take the time to do this for the community, everyone in the game that sent in an email, I think, deserves thanks from everyone else in the game. Because this is how this happened. And a huge special thank you to the Applibot movement. Thank you guys for starting up this whole thing. I only was brought on to help out, so I definitely cannot take the credit for it. But yeah, I'm glad that this is happening, and I hope we see more positive changes in the future for the game and clean Guild War battles as well, which would be great for me. The event and content are subject to change without notice, of course. Then we have the escalation challenge. Man, it just keeps getting better. Odin is on the frickin' horizon, guys. CB Odin, it's your guys' time to shine, right? We are pleased to announce the escalation challenge, content that allows users to select any level and challenge themselves. Okay. Escalation challenges are high difficulty content that challenge the player to see how high a level you can clear, while the escalation level increases with each boss that is defeated. Okay, so this is a cool concept that I talked about, I think, like a year and a half ago, where we have, you know, floors that just keep getting harder and harder and harder because we don't have like MP that runs out, so technically we could keep going for a long time, right? The higher the escalation level, the more the enemy stats increase. You can earn a first clear reward for clearing each level. That's awesome. This content will be updated monthly after the 1.5 year anniversary. The event and content are subject to change without notice. Here is the new feature Overspeed. New ability and feature Overspeed and Roll Stream. Guys, this is a long notice. We are pleased to announce a new feature, Overspeed, which offers a new battle experience. Overspeed O ability is a new ability that becomes available after a certain amount of time in battle. The effects vary depending on the role assigned to each character and are designed to further enhance each character's characteristics. There will be 4 types of roles: attacker, tank, supporter, and healer. Interesting. Alright, and I believe our resident data miner saw this. I think I read something like this like a couple days ago, where they said that Tifa might be the healer type naturally, and this affects when you like auto create their build. It builds it according to what this is. So that would actually be super funny if Tifa was healer. Sorry guys, I know a lot of you guys are gonna be not amped on that. Let's see here. Okay, never mind. They fixed it. Attacker, Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie, Vincent, Zack, Sephiroth. Lots of attackers. Super glad Cloud is not in supporter, right? I would have frickin' thrown my hat across the room. Tank, Barrett, Glenn. I guess he does have Provoke, but no Veil. And Geo. Okay, supporter, Kate Sith, Sid, Lucia, healers, Aerith, Red 13, Matt. Super cool. I feel like this might be creeping closer to PvP. I know that there's a controversial opinion on that, but personally, I would love to see PvP implemented in the game. I feel like that would be really fun. We will adjust the performance and balance of the characters in the future according to these roles. Over ability effects are as follows. Okay. Attacker. When using an attacker's O ability, ATB gauge consumption is reduced, and attack is increased for a certain period of time. Super sick. So it's probably like ATB gauge -1 or something like that. Tank. When using a tanker's a tanker. Oh, that's too good. When using a tank's O ability, ATB gauge consumption is reduced and defense is increased for a certain period of time. Sick. Is this just regular? Oh, I guess defense would be both physical magic. Supporter. When using a supporter's O ability, ATB gauge consumption is reduced, same as this, and the number of destroyed sigils is increased for a certain period of time. That is pretty cool. Healer. When using a healer's O ability, ATB gauge consumption is reduced and healing potency is increased for a certain period of time. Super interesting. Really like this a lot. Going to bring a whole new aspect to the game. Whoa, is that Sephiroth? You can unlock and enhance Overspeed and Roll Stream from Growth character. In addition to O abilities, the Roll Stream can extend specialized effects and stats for each role, such as attack, defense, buff, debuff, effect duration, and healing potency. Super cool. Obviously, they've been working on this for a while, and I think that I'm glad that Applibot is showing more care for the game, listening to the players, acknowledging the players. You know, this is exactly what the game needs to survive, right? All right, so it looks like we do have something right here. 1.5 year anniversary, limited time gear, Cape of the Worthy. Not sure how I feel about the costume. I'll have to look at it in its full form. Boost attack all allies. Boost physical and magic attack of all allies. Okay, that's cool. Right? And then Belt of the Worthy. Boosts fire, ice, lightning, earth, water, and wind abilities damage. Okay, super cool. That's a all elemental arcanum. Hopefully it's a 30%, just like Tifa. And hopefully Sephiroth gets a magic lightning sword, because I absolutely need one. And yeah, that's super cool. Take a look at this preview of new 1.5 year anniversary gear that will appear in draws for 4 consecutive weeks starting on the day of the anniversary. The new gear is inspired by Odin, and the new Sephiroth exclusive gear, Cape of the Worthy, will be available from March 6th. So not starting with Zack. Interesting. The vestments of the Worthy line will have 4 sets of gear in total. Please wait for a separate notice regarding further details. Alright, so there are going to be 4 limited anniversary banners, just like the 1 year anniversary, guys. Definitely going to be interesting. I wonder if, because Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie, Aerith already got theirs, so it might be different characters this time, right? Because we already have a boost attack all allies, I believe, on their costumes. So it could be Sephiroth, Zack, and then 2 others, and Jill, potentially, right? And then, who knows for the 4th? I think it might be Tifa. They're probably not going to do an anniversary and not give Tifa a thing. What else do we have? Alright, guys, this is really long, actually. Commemorative event Odin, Vanquisher of Souls. According to Nibelheim legend, it is said that Odin stands guard at the gates to the land of the dead. Defeat the god who has battled warriors for millennia, searching for a worthy challenger, and escape the realm of the dead. New materia, Quake Blow. That's fun. New materia, Quake X Cross, and Quake Blow X Cross will be added. Okay, so now we're going to have sigil breaks that are elemental. That's kind of interesting. Is this limited to X, though? That would be strange. Recipes for this new materia can be obtained as rewards from the seasonal event exchange. Oh, it's one of those things where you can only get the materia from the event. Wasn't really a fan of that in the past with Final Fantasy VI. In addition, the new Escalation Challenge offers newly added 5-star materia as a reward for the first clear of certain levels. In addition, the new Escalation offers new as a okay. That makes sense. New materia recipes will be added in future seasonal events as they become available. The Quake X Cross recipe and Quake Blow will reappear in the Metal Exchange after a certain period of time after the seasonal event ends. So we will get the recipes at one point in time later on. Quake X Cross substats, HP, magic defense, magic attack percent, earth potency. I've never seen any materia with elemental potency that had high magic or physical attack percent on it. That was kind of like my gripe with FF6, that I just felt like those materials were kind of like crap. But hopefully, I mean, this is bringing more than just our original materials back. So it's cool to see this. So I'm curious. The following is a list of improvements and modifications to be made to the system. Materia modification. Certain aspects of materia functions will be improved. The modifications are as follows. Addition of synthesize all. That's cool. The maximum limit of the materia inventory will be expanded to 1,500. Thank God. Thank God. Battle ranking modification. Certain aspects of battle ranking content functions will be improved upon. The modifications are as follows. Addition of score attack, which aims solely at the rankings. Okay. Addition of a button to reach max stage level at once. That's great. Addition of a retry button. That's also great. We need that also for other quests in the game. Ranking screen adjustments. Season pass modifications. The exploration content and rewards of the season pass will be improved upon. This was another thing that we asked for in the letters to Applibot. Exploration content will be improved and rewards adjusted to match the current game balance. Season pass getting better. Let's frickin' go. These aren't coming, right? To be made. All right. Guild shop lineup adjustments. Adjustments have been made to the guild shop lineup. Improvement of daily and weekly missions. Sweet. Mission rewards of daily and weekly missions will be adjusted upon. Mission rewards will be adjusted to match the current game balance. Premium quest editions. New premium quests have been added. thankfully. New premium quests will be added to level uncap and character memories. New general missions added. New missions will be added to general missions. New missions will be completed by clearing the Coliseum of the Chosen Floors, Amber, Cerulean, Emerald, Golden, Azure, and Peridot Tower. By completing missions, you can acquire a large amount of character memories and pieces. Players who have already cleared the relevant Coliseum of the Chosen Floors can also earn mission rewards. Ultimate Metals Exchange modifications. Greater power branding will be added to the Ultimate Metals Exchange. Okay, great. I was wondering what was going to happen because I'm running out of ultimate weapons in there. Guide mission modifications. Players who've already completed the guide missions can also receive rewards for the newly added. That's cool. Please note that the past guide missions, I don't know what they mean by guide missions, guys. Am I stupid? Or what is it? Please note that the past guide missions will end at March 6th and rewards will no longer be available. Guide mission content. Feature unlock adjustments. Overall unlock conditions will be adjusted so that various functions can be unlocked earlier. And in celebration of the Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis 1.5 year anniversary, the following trailer has been released. Click here for the link. I will be looking at this video in another video to come, which will drop sometime tomorrow. Since this video is long, I might not drop it in the morning as usual, but I'll put it out either late in the day or maybe the day after, where I check out this trailer, which I already looked at. It basically just covers everything in this video right here, but there's some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, guys, that being said, let's take a quick look at the shop. Month end pack, yada yada yada. Nothing here that we have not seen before. Very much hoping for some special shops for the 1.5 year anniversary. But guys, like I said, yeah, I think I basically covered everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Super amped to hear that Applibot is, you know, doing something for the players in this game, and I'm super excited to hear it. I do hope that guilds in the future are not exploiting bugs to get higher scores. I think that it takes away from the game, and, you know, I think it's pretty simple to follow the standard rules and just compete. And there's like some semblance of honor in that. It might just be me, but that's personally how I feel, guys. And I want the game to carry on strong, and I think that that is the best way to go about it, is to honor the game's system and how it's meant to be played. So that being said, guys, super psyched for the 1.5 year anniversary. Excited to be covering that in the time to come. But yeah, that's going to bring this video to a close. If you guys enjoyed this video today, don't forget to drop a like. If you guys hated this video today, go ahead and drop a dislike. But that being said, guys, hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care and peace.